Hello everyone, and as always, welcome back to my channel. Or if it's your first time, welcome to my channel. My name is Marlene and I talk about eating disorder recovery and everything related to healing the relationship with your own body, with food, and with movement. And today I want to talk about a super important topic that comes up over and over again in the questions, and that is night eating. Night eating in eating disorder recovery. For those of you who are not aware what the term means, it actually, just as it says, eating at night, eating big amounts of food at night. So a lot of people might think now, oh, this is binge eating. And while in some cases that can be true, it is also oftentimes way more than that. And in many, many cases, it's really not connected to binge eating at all. Night eating is something that for a lot of people is also part of their eating disorder. And for some people it's not, because as we know, you can have the same eating disorder as somebody else and still have completely different behaviors. For some people, the rule is to only eat at night, because then they can make up for it and they can make sure that they moved enough before that, and they can only eat at night. That was definitely the case for me in my eating disorder. I would not eat throughout the day and I would save up those calories for night, also partially because I needed to weigh everything and I needed to make sure that I'm alone and that I have enough time. And again, for some people, it might be the other way around. But sometimes in recovery, that might be one of the remaining things of the eating disorder. You might already challenge the eating disorder, you might already challenge the behaviors, but that warm feeling, that relaxing feeling of the day is over and now I can finally eat, might still be something that you're holding on to. And the problem is not the eating. The problem is also not that you want some kind of ritual or some kind of relaxing feeling, but the problem might be that you're still not be eating enough throughout the day. Because oftentimes when we come home and all of a sudden the hunger hits and we feel like, oh my God, I can eat and eat and eat, that is a sign that you're still not eating enough throughout the day. And it can be super challenging because sometimes we feel like we're already eating enough, but this is a sign, this is a signal. So maybe the night eating itself is not even the problem, but it's more like a sign for you to take a look at it. Same thing with working out or exercising. If you are still moving too much throughout the day, or if you're even over exercising, that might be your body responding to it and making sure that you're really eating enough. And it's not only about the amount, it's also about what you're eating. Our bodies need protein, carbs, fats, fibers, everything throughout the day, but especially carbs. So if you are trying to eat super, quote unquote clean, if you're trying to cut out certain food groups, if you're trying to eat under a certain amount throughout the day, then yes, your body is probably just reacting to that. And at the same time, it can be helpful to also take a look at that feeling of, still holding on to that warm feeling of the eating disorder, still having your ritual of eating alone at home when nobody can see it. So in these cases, it can be super helpful to challenge it, to maybe eat more with other people, to maybe go out for dinner here and there. So to really challenge that you need that. There is nothing wrong with wanting a certain ritual. Most people want certain rituals in their lives. And for many, many people, dinner can be that ritual. But if it's something that keeps you very unflexible, or where okay, something is not quite right, or maybe the hunger feels so extreme still, then it might be a sign to, on the one hand, look at if you're really eating enough and if you're really resting enough throughout the day, but also if there is still a part of you that is trying to hold on to that eating disorder evening feeling. And then you can still go from there and see how you can create that feeling. If there's other rituals that you can do, again, please don't take that as not eating at night, not at all. I want you to eat at night, please. But it might also help to really kind of distinguish even more between what you did during your eating disorder and what you are doing now. And again, that flexibility, practicing to eat with other people, practicing to eat out, can be extremely helpful here. Please let me know in the comments, as always, if this was helpful, if you are experiencing that, or if you maybe experienced it in the past and it was a sign for you. And as always, which other topics you would want me to cover, and I will see you in the next one.